I'm Alyssa, I'm a dietitian, and today we're going to talk all about mindful eating and why it really might be the most powerful tool when it comes to healthy eating. Mindful eating is about bringing full awareness and attention around your eating experiences and really paying attention to those physical cues around eating time as well. So physical cues are things like physical hunger, cravings, mental satisfaction, and then physical fullness from a meal. Mindful eating is so powerful because it can help prevent overeating and undereating. It might help improve your digestion since you'll probably end up eating slower. And it's really going to help strengthen your body awareness in being able to differentiate between emotional sensations and physical sensations around food. For example, it can help you understand when you have food cravings due to stress, or why you might leave a meal physically full but not mentally satisfied. Bringing forward this awareness can help you kind of regain control of your eating habits because you're going to be able to make conscious decisions over your food choices. So there's 6 things we're going to focus on with mindful eating. And the first one, it's probably the most challenging one. It's simply eating in an undistracted environment. It sounds simple, but it can be really challenging, especially if you're used to watching TV while you eat or scrolling through your phone. It's really important though, because being able to just focus on your meals can really help you understand your mental and physical fullness as well as satisfaction. So basically that means it's going to be easier to feel when you're actually full from eating. Now this doesn't include eating without your family. I want you to sit around at a table and enjoy the meal with your family. It just means staying away from the TV, for the phones, just during meal times. Eating with your family and having good conversation can actually help increase the satisfaction from the meal. Now, this probably isn't realistic to do every single meal, but especially if you're finding yourself overeating more than you'd like, this can be a huge benefit. And one kind of trick to help you through that transition period when it's really challenging to not turn on the TV or not grab your phone during a meal is just play some music in the background. So at least you have something, especially if you're alone, to kind of listen to and distract you a tiny bit, but you can still really focus on that meal. Piece 2 is simply just eating slowly. I want you to really think about the smell, the texture, and the taste of every single bite that you have during a meal. Piece 3 is really focusing on how the food is making you feel. How does bite 1 feel compared to bite 5, compared to bite 10? How does your mouth feel? How does your stomach feel? How does your head feel? What are the physical sensations you're having? What are the emotional sensations that you're having? Just simply overall, how do you feel as you eat your meal and progress through? Piece 4 is really figuring out, what does hunger feel like for you? It's really different from person to person. You're not always going to feel a grumble in your stomach. You might get lightheaded, you might get a little hangry, you might have a little headache, you might feel it in your throat or your mouth. Hunger can feel like a million different things to each person. And in general, you want to try to eat when you're actually hungry and not based on the time of the day or when you think you should eat. Now, there are a few exceptions to this. For example, athletes who are training really hard are going to have their appetite suppressed. So there's going to be times where you have to eat when you're not hungry. But for most of us, simply base your meal times on when you're actually hungry to the best of your ability, depending on your schedule, is really going to help with that mindful eating piece. So piece 5, when you do notice that hunger, I want you to think about eating a food or meal that's really going to make you feel good during the meal and after the meal. So say you have 3 options to eat for lunch. Go through in your mind, if I have option 1, how am I going to feel while I'm eating it and after I eat it? If I have option 2, how am I going to feel? If I have option 3, how am I going to feel? If you usually kind of follow that through and really ask yourself, how will I feel eating this? It's going to help you make a decision that's probably healthful and what you need in that moment. The key is answering that question, what will make me feel good, from all angles. What's going to make me feel good physically, mentally, emotionally, right now, and in the future, and really consider all angles. The last piece, I want you to connect with your food a little bit more deeply. Cook and prepare your foods as much as you can on your own. Consider where your food has come from, who grew it, who prepared it, and then everyone in between who was involved. Considering and practicing these 6 pieces are really going to help bring that mindfulness around food, probably going to reduce stress around meal times, and should help you prevent overeating, undereating, and just bring general healthfulness around your food.